Yeah, it should be a fun one here today at the America First Event Center. And let's go to some Kane School District keys to the game that you've seen this year for these two teams, Curtis.
I think Kanab has to continue to take care of the basketball. They got to shoot the ball well and get some of the younger players, Kyle Brown, involved like that. But they got to control Barry. And, you know, there's other contributing factors, but he's that X factor. You know, you can let him score, but you can't let him go off tonight if you're the Kanab Cowboys. If you're Grand, you want to ignite him, and you want to get Tony and the other guys involved in this lineup, and maybe keep the turnovers a little down, averaging 15, maybe get that, maybe 12 or 13.
Lane Berry wins the tip-off, so Grand County basketball. Jason McKinney with it, goes left side to Berry, dribbles in against Mortensen, spins on him, misses the baby hook, got his own rebound, goes back up around the rim, no good. Bisco the rebound, and he'll get the putback. Yeah, even though he missed those shots, that shows the tough task that Berry is to go.
He's such a physical, strong kid, and when they sunk on him, then you give up an offensive board, and 2 good looks for Grand, and they're up 2.
So 2-0 is your score on the Kane County Hospital scoreboard. Left junction is Kyle Brown. He'll come right junction to Maddox Baird. Baird high on the right wing. In and out dribble, drives right, pull up 8-footer on the baseline. Missed it short as it falls off the rim, and Wyatt Tony the rebound for Grand County.
Kind of a tough look from Brown. Good rebound from Tony.
Berry with it. Pick and roll, hands off on the wing to McKinney. McKinney spins, gets it out, driving the lane, and a traveling violation will be called as JT Dowd picked up his pivot foot.
You know, and maybe Luke at the Dallas Mavericks would say Mr. Berry has to pay a little more dues, but kind of an inside-outside game is what I was trying to reference with Berry.
Left side high is Mortensen. Hands it off to Brown. Up top he comes to Baird. Right wing to Glazier. Looking in the lane. Brown taking some bumps. Stumbles out of the key. They try to hand off left side to Mortensen. Taken away by Grand. McKinney the other way. On the right wing. Works his way right to left. Spins in the lane. Puts it up against Glazier. Off the glass and in. 4-0 Red Devils.
Points off a turnover and good start for Grand, up 4.
Across the timeline comes Mortensen. On the right wing. Rejects the screen, and there will be a reach-in foul called on Tatum Bisco. His first, team's first.
Tatum with a little reach, the junior there. Grand to trigger the ball up here right in front of us.
Kyle Brown has it. He'll hand it off to Maddox Baird. Baird gets it over to Mortensen. Guarded by Bisco. Off the screen. Works his way to the left hand. Spins into traffic. Scoops with the left hand down the lane. No good. Tips his rebound. Gets it back. Goes right wing to Brown. Up top Glazier. Straight away 3. Short off the rim. Long rebound. Baird has it. Out to Castino. Back to the corner to Baird. He'll rise for 3. Round the rim and drops it in. A Lumber plus 3-pointer from Maddox Baird.
That was after 2 offensive boards for Kanab, and Baird hit it. Cut that lead to 1. 4-3.
McKinney with a high left side, guarded by Brown. Comes out to Berry on the T-Bird logo. Top of the key. Goes right wing to McKinney. Pump fake on the shot. Gonna dribble in. Dribble it off his foot. Out of bounds it goes. Kanab basketball.
Turnovers maybe a little bit of an issue coming in for Grand.
Got the 9-1 matchup going on in the 3A state tournament. To number 1 South Summit leading number 9 American Heritage 7-6 in the first quarter in that one. There's a Houston's Trails End Restaurant score update for you. Mortensen to Castino off the flare screen. High arch on the 3. Off the glass. Didn't draw iron. Rebound. Knocked it out of bounds by Grant. I'm not sure what McKinney was doing there. He was boxing out, letting the ball go.
He boxed it out.
When it clearly went off the body of, I think, his teammate JT Dowd.
So extra opportunity right now for Kanab. Chance to take the lead, down 4-3.
Mortensen left corner to Brown. Skips it back to Mortensen. Guarded tight, fakes right, dribbles left, pull up 16-footer from the junction, off the front of the rim and in. And Kanab has that first lead.
Smooth. We talk about Cash Mortensen being money, and that's just a big shot for Kanab.
Right side high with it. McKinney comes up top to Berry.
You know, Berry hasn't got a lot of touches, and they need to get the ball in his hands.
And now a 5-second violation on that one, and that one surprises me because he started the dribble.
Mortensen on the close defense.
Maybe I'm mistaken on that, Curtis. I thought you could dribble it for 5 and then pick it up for 5.
That's what I thought. If you hold the ball and it restarts with the ball on the ground, but
they call the 5-second violation, so the 3rd Grand turnover. Mortensen kicks right corner to Glazier. 3 on the way. Off the front of the rim, no good, and Berry the rebound for the Red Devils.
Going to run. Kanab does a great job getting back in transition.
Berry spins down the lane, puts it up against Mortensen. Off the glass, no good. Rebound taken by Mortensen.
Good defense from the Cowboys that time.
Mortensen off the screen. 16-footer from the left junction. Off the rim, no good. Rebound tipped out of bounds by Baird. Grand basketball. 4:26 to go in the first quarter on the Kane County Hospital scoreboard. 5-4, Kanab leads.
Pace a little more deliberate right now than I kind of anticipated. Both teams kind of filling each other out right now.
Which favors Kanab.
Right.
With the way they like to play. McKinney right side high. Off the screen by Bisco. Into the corner to Barry. Barry dribbles in against Mortensen. Backdoor cut. Tried to get it to Tony and it was taken away in the double team as Kyle Brown gets the steal. He'll bring it down the middle of the floor. Skips it up ahead to Baird. Right corner to Glazier. Tries to pass it out. And McKinney knocks it away but picked back up by Glazier. To Brown. Nobody guarding and he'll step into a deep three from the left side. Off the rim. No good. Barry the rebound for the Red Devils.
A lot of times you see these tournaments, they kind of get confused with the deep college three.
Barry hands it off to McKinney on the left wing. McKinney crosses back out. 20 seconds on the shot clock. 1 point Kanab lead. Gonna drive it in the right hand. Got cut off and hands it off to Bisco. Up top to Tony. He'll take the deep three. Short off the rim. Brown the rebound for the Cowboys. Up ahead to Castino. Transition three. In and out. Backside rebound taken by Barry. Down the floor for Tony. Tony drives left side. Passes across to Bisco. Got a little deep in the gutter. Nothing there. And tries to pass it back out. And it goes out of bounds off of Grand into the Kanab bench. A Red Devil turnover.
You got to know where you're at on the court at all times. So if you're going to get the ball, are you in a position where you can do something with it? That time Bisco got a good pass. Just nowhere to go with it.
Trace York and Jackson Carroll into the game for the Red Devils. Left wing Mortensen. Up top to Brown. Still a 1 point Cowboy lead. Right wing they go. With it now is Troy Federkow into the game for Kanab. Left wing Baird. Looking inside, nothing there. Comes back out to Brown. As they reset offensively. 15 seconds in the shot clock. And in and out dribble. Brown drives all the way in. Misses the scoop shot with the right hand. The rebound up by McKinney. Pushes it the other way on the left wing. Up top he comes. Pump fake on the shot. Driving right side. And putting it up hard is York off the glass. No good. And he'll go to the line to shoot 2 free throws at the Glazers Family Market free throw line. King County's full service grocer. Glazers Family Market in Kanab.
Trace York, a big, strong kid.
Maddox Baird will pick up the foul.
Is that Cale Glover over there checking in?
He is checking in. So Cal Glover going to play with the torn ACL. He's got the brace on. I saw him dressed, but Glover's going to check into the game for Kyle Brown. With 2:42 to go in the first quarter in a tie ball game. We're tied at 5.
Yeah, it's close. I'll adjust it
A little surprised. I didn't expect that. Did you, Robert?
No.
I'll adjust it a little bit more.
As York makes both free throws from the Glazers Family Market free throw line, the lead goes back to Grand. 6-5 on the Kane County Hospital scoreboard. Up top is Mortensen. Goes left wing to Castino. On the curl, back to Mortensen on the baseline. Nothing there. Kicks it up top to Glover. Straight away. Three. In and out. Rebound tipped out by Baird. And Federkow runs it down. Over to the wing to Glover. Pump fake on the shot. Nothing there. High post Federkow. Lob underneath to Baird, who got wide open. He dribbled it off his foot out of bounds.
Good pass from Federkill. And right now, just a little sloppy. Brown's going to come back in for Kanab Cowboys. Triggered out of bounds for Grand. York will bring it in. So he brings it down across the timeline.
McKinney brings it up. Guarded by Brown. Goes right wing. With it is York. Picked up by Baird. Comes up top to Carroll. Carroll looking for Tony. Gets it to him on the right elbow. Tony backing down. Glover spins against him. Puts it up. No good. But free throws coming for Wyatt Tony from the Glazers Family Market free throw line as Coach Bird immediately said, we're going to go at Cal Glover with him on the floor.
Right.
So Glover picks up his first foul.
1 point lead for Grand and Tony at the foul line.
First free throw from Tony. Good. Tony's a great shooter for this Red Devil team. He has his first point. Lane Berry back into the game for Grand as Bisco checks out.
Tony is 72% foul shooter, 37 out of 52 on the year.
Makes them both, does Wyatt Tony. He has 2 points, and it's an 8-5 Grand lead. Their largest was 4-0. They now lead by 3 with under 2 to go in the first quarter on the Kane County Hospital scoreboard. Mortensen comes up top to Castino. Castino high on the right wing, gets it over to Glover. Glover comes off the screen, picks it up, comes up top to Baird. Baird comes back out to Mortensen. Guarded tight by Tony. So dribble right, goes off the screen. Nice pick and roll to Baird and misses the layup. Tips the rebound out, though, does Baird. To Glover. Out to Brown. Brown crosses over, drives the lane, scoops it into the short corner to Baird. 10-footer on the baseline, in and out. Barry the rebound for the Red Devils. He'll bring it the other way, pushing the pace. Crosses over, drives left side all the way to the rim. Misses off the glass. Rebound tipped up by McKinney, no good. And then Glover the rebound, and he draws the foul. That'll go against Lane Berry, a frustration foul for Berry, his first.
Yeah, he wanted that ball to drop and just got a little irritated, but you get the big guy out in transition, he can move.
James Quinn into the game for Kanab as Maddox Baird checks out.
Kind of a low-scoring first quarter.
Yeah, Heat 5, 1:12 to go in quarter number one. Up junction with it is Brown. He'll hand it off to Mortensen. Mortensen backs out, left three from the left wing, short off the rim, and McKinney the rebound for the Red Devils. McKinney down the middle of the floor. He'll back it out.
Man-to-man defense for the Cowboys.
Guarded tight by Brown. Comes into the corner to Barry. Guarded by Mortensen. And a foul going to be called away from the ball. It will go against it, Cale Glover, as he picks up his second foul here in the first quarter.
Trajan Glazier back in the lineup. He'll replace Cale Glover.
And Orton checks out, or Tony checks out, excuse me, for Grand as Bisco comes back in. Bisco inbounded on the baseline. 46 seconds to go in the quarter. Bounce it into the corner to York. He'll rise for three. In and out. Glazier the rebound for the Cowboys.
40 seconds. It's first period.
Cash Mortensen looks to Coach Glazier for the offensive set as he directs traffic. 7 seconds from the shot clock and the game clock. Low block into Quinn. Quinn working on Barry, backs him down, puts it up against him off the side of the backboard, no good. Barry the rebound for Grand.
Yeah, got too far underneath the basket. And credit Barry on the defense there.
Left side they drive, they're gonna drive the lane, got cut off. And now they go up with it, does McKinney, no good, off the glass, got his own rebound, out to York, three on the way, short off the rim, rebound by Mortensen, 5 seconds to go in the quarter. He'll bring it across the timeline, left wing to Brown, pump fake, now puts up a running three through traffic, no good, and at the end of one on the Kane County Hospital scoreboard, it is the 8th-seeded Grand County Red Devils 8, number 1 Kanab 5 on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, TeamHive.live, powered by Centricom and KSL Sports.
Are you or a loved one experiencing a mental health crisis? Let us help. Aspen Grove Behavioral Hospital offers no-cost mental health assessments, open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You have a choice in your mental health care. Insist on Aspen Grove Behavioral Hospital for instant care. Call us today to speak with one of our highly trained mental health professionals. Call 801-852-2273. Or for more information, visit aspengrovehospital.com.
At UCCU, we'll provide you with a low-rate line of credit that makes it easy to access the equity in your home with no fees or closing costs. Just complete an application on your phone or computer, or stop by any branch.
Your connection for high school sports, Centricom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
So low-scoring first quarter in this one. Let's give you a Houston's Trails Inn Restaurant score update. South Summit leads American Heritage. It was 19-15 at the end of the quarter. It is now 22-17. South Summit with a 5-point lead. By the way, throughout today's game, we are looking for that Kanab Drug player of the game for the Cowboys. The soda fountain has paninis, wraps, personal pan, pizzas, and smoothies. That's Kanab Drug. Cash Mortensen left wing, a backdoor cut to Brown. Brown drives baseline, a drift pass out to Glazier. Up top, Castano, straight away, three, nothing but net. A Lumber Plus three-pointer, and Trey Castano ties it at 8.
And Castano able to shoot that ball. He gets it out of his hands so quick.
Wyatt Tony on the drive, loses the basketball out of bounds. Wanted the foul call, doesn't get it. So it'll be Kanab basketball. Chance to take the lead. Shout out to, speaking of Houston's Trails Inn Restaurant, shout out to Mickey Houston, reminding me, I did know this, I guess I just forgotten. Cale Glover did not tear the ACL, just had a meniscus tear. They did clean that up, and so he's able to get back at it, raced up and ready to play.
It's great to see him on the court.
Steino drives baseline, got cut off by Tony, lobs it up top, and it's taken away by York. York the other way for the Red Devils, dribbles in against Glazier, backs him down in the low block. And tries to pass it out and draws the foul as Glazier reached in on him. So Trajan Glazier will pick up his first team foul this quarter.
Play it out of bounds, but Kanab's great on turnovers, but at a couple, unnecessary ones in the first quarter.
JT Dowd back into the game for Grand as Jackson Carroll comes out. Inbounding underneath is Bisco. He'll just throw it out for Barry. Mortensen on him. Barry, backdoor cut down the lane to Bisco, puts it up in traffic and draws the foul. And Bisco will go back to the Glaciers at Family Market free throw line to shoot 2. James Quinn will pick up the foul, his first, team's second.
Chance to take the lead again for Grand.
Long look, first free throw is good from Bisco. He has 3 points.
Only shot 8 foul shots on the season.
Jason McKinney back in for the Red Devils as York comes out. Second free throw is on the way. That one is good for Bisco. He has 4 points to lead the Red Devils. They lead at 10-8 on the Kane County Hospital scoreboard. 7:04 to go in the first half. Across the timeline comes Mortensen. And now a foul will be called against JT Dowd. Kyle Brown's been trying to draw that foul and sell that foul this whole game. This time he gets it on JT Dowd coming across the paint. His first, team's first.
JT Dowd, a pretty good running back for Grand High School.
Yep. Mortensen to inbound. Looks for Quinn, couldn't get it to him. He'll lob it out for Castino up top. Guarded by Barry. Left corner to Glazier. He'll rise for 3. Off the rim, no good. And Quinn knocks the rebound out of bounds. Grand basketball.
Right now, Kanab just struggling to hit that 3. We're going to get Wyatt Orton in. And boy, he's been very effective this season. I thought his play against Enterprise was
huge.
Maybe without him, they don't win that game.
Yeah, he was big in that one at Enterprise. He comes in for James Quinn. McKinney up top on the T-Bird logo, hands it off to Bisco. Right side high to Tony. Down the lane to Barry. Guarded by Orton. Orton pokes it away. Barry runs it back down. Now Barry will step into a deep straightaway 3 off the back of the rim. No good. Long rebound. Mortensen has it. And guarded tight in the backcourt. He'll shake the defense and bring it up the floor.
Coach Glazier calls out the set for Mortensen.
Up top he dribbles. Rejects the screen of Orton. Drives left side. Scoop with the left hand. Ties it up at 10. Cash Mortensen with 4.
Great hesitation to lay. I think they thought he was going to hit Glazier in the corner. Kept the ball instead.
10-10 your score. 6 minutes to go in the first half on the Kane County Hospital scoreboard. Left wing Tony. Skips it over to McKinney. He'll drive baseline. Pump fake. Now takes the 10-footer. Knocks it down. Jason McKinney with 4 points.
McKinney got Brown in the air with that head fake. Able to beat him to the spot.
Mortensen works his way to the left wing and hands it off to Brown. Brown hesitates. In and out dribble. Crosses over. Looks to drive left. Nothing there. And now a foul will be called on Dowd.
Could be the second team foul on Grand.
Call the hold on Dowd. That's his second as well. Into the game will be York for Dowd. Kanab with the basketball on the baseline, trailing 12-10 to Grand County. Mortensen to inbound it. Looking for Castino. They get it to him on the left side, high. Work his way to the middle. Gets it off to Brown. Brown crosses over. 12-footer down the lane, off balance, no good. Rebound tipped out by Barry, and Bisco has it for the Red Devils.
Stop for Grand. Good chance right now.
Left wing York into the corner to Tony for 3. Off the rim, no good. Brown the rebound for the Cowboys.
Big board. Brown, probably one of the most improved players this year as a sophomore. Big minutes for him this year.
Glazier spins against the defense, puts up the runner as he fades to his left. No good. Rebounds on the ground, and it'll be McKinney who has it. And Coach Bird gets the timeout called. It's a Honey's Marketplace timeout. Groceries and so much more. Honey's Marketplace in Kanab. We'll take the break on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network. TeamHive.live, powered by Centricom and KSL Sports.
The Chevy Silverado. With available Super Cruise connected by OnStar. Only Super Cruise lets you drive hands-free and tow hands-free. It'll help you get to the adventure energized, and it'll help drive you home.
Drive yours away this President's Day. Get 2.9% financing on all 2024 Silverado 1500 pickups. Or get $5,000 total value on this Silverado High Country when you trade in an eligible vehicle. See your Rocky Mountain Chevy dealers.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Why would you wander around a warehouse store looking for paint when you could just swing by your neighborhood Ace? In addition to Ace's award-winning service, we have top-rated paint brands. Plus, our color matching technology allows us to match any color. So stop wandering and start painting. Head to your neighborhood Ace today.
Fish Lake Lumber in Beaver is your local Benjamin Moore retailer. Stop by and let Fish Lake Lumber help you with your next project. Welcome back here to the American First Event Center. Grand County basketball coming out of that Honey's Marketplace timeout. Left wing Wyatt Tony. Short corner he goes to York. Turnaround 15-footer. Nothing but net. Trace York with 4 points off the bench, and it's a 4-point Red Devil lead.
Grand doing a good job moving the ball into the corner. Right now,
Ball gets knocked out of bounds by Bisco. Remains Kanab basketball on the near sideline as Glover back into the game for Kanab.
Grand trying to jump those passes right now, and Kanab being a little bit careless.
Mortensen to inbound. Goes high to Orton. Left side high to Glazier. To Glover. Glover top of the key off the screen by Glazier. Picks it up, hands it out to Mortensen. 4:20 to go in the half. 14-10 your score. Grand with the lead. Low scoring game. Mortensen steps to the defense, puts up the runner, no good hard. Backside rebound by McKinney for the Red Devils.
Yeah, pretty well defended by Bisco that time.
Crossing over is McKinney. Picks it up, hands it off to Barry. Barry faces up, goes left side to Bisco, puts up the shot, blocked and a foul called on Wyatt Orton. So Tatum Bisco will go back to the Glazers Family Market free throw line to shoot two.
Good find from Barry there. You know, he's been at the foul line quite a bit for a young man who's only shot 8 on the year. He might get there today.
And nails the first one. He has 5 points to lead all scorers.
Baird back in the lineup for Kanab. Orton out, and Barry's going to take a seat, and Jackson Carroll will enter the lineup.
5-point Red Devil lead. This is the largest lead of the game. Makes them both.
16-10 right now. Mortensen with the ball.
Mortensen across the timeline. Picked up by Bisco. And a timeout called by Coach Glazier. It is a Honey's Marketplace, a timeout, groceries, and so much more. That's Honey's Marketplace in Kanab. 3:50 to go in the first half on the Kane County Hospital scoreboard. Number 8, Grand County 16. Number 1, Kanab 10 on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network. TeamHive.live, powered by Centricom and KSL Sports.
Love cheese? We do too. If you are ready to take on the responsibility and opportunity that comes with being an employee owner, Great Lakes Cheese in Fillmore is ready for you. Grow with the largest natural cheese packager in the nation. Full-time positions available for every shift. Apply online at GreatLakesCheese.com. Again, that's GreatLakesCheese.com. Great Lakes Cheese, located on the south end of Fillmore, supporting Millard and surrounding counties in central Utah.
Your connection for high school sports, Centricom, Channel 10, and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
So if you're Coach Glazier now, Curtis, what are you wanting to do with this timeout?
Well, they're not shooting the ball right now real well from three-point range. I think they got to try to attack the basket, especially with Barry out of the lineup right now.
Yeah.
Try to get to the rim, try to exploit that, maybe kickstart your lineup. It's a Kanab team that's explosive offensively, but only 10 points, you know, right now with under 4 remaining in the second quarter. So get to the rim. You know, Mortensen very capable of doing that, and you maybe if you get an open kick out to Castino, you take it.
Cash Mortensen across the timeline for the Cowboys. Down 6, works his way to the left side. Double team comes, able to step through it, hands it off to Glazier. Glazier up top to Glover. Glover guarded by McKinney off the screen. He picks it up, goes left wing to Castino. Castino one dribble, goes into the corner to Glover. He'll rise for 3 off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound tipped into bounds by Glazier, Grand County basketball.
The tip out our officials tonight, Bruce McPherson, Gavin Larkin, and Kelly Edwards.
6-point lead for the Red Devils. 16-10 your score on the Kane County Hospital scoreboard. McKinney will bring it across the timeline for Grand. Goes off the screen by York. Now goes right side high to Tony. Up top to Carroll on the T-Bird logo. Right wing to Tony. Tony backs out, thought about the three, instead comes back out to Carroll. Right wing back to Tony. Pump fake, get a dribble with the left hand. Gets cut off from the free throw line. Hands to McKinney. McKinney goes right corner to York. 8 seconds from the shot clock. Spins on the baseline. Stripped on the way up, and a jump ball called. As Kyle Brown got his hands on it, it'll stay with Grand with 6 seconds to go on the shot clock on the baseline.
Great defensive pressure that time by Brown.
They get it into York, who's wide open. 10-footer, missed it short on the baseline. Rebound though to Carroll. Bounces out to McKinney.
That's kind of a mistake. You give him the wide open shot and nobody rebounds.
Left wing is Tony. Back up top, they swing it around. High post now to York. Left wing Tony, he'll rise for three. Off the back of the rim, no good. Castano the rebound for the Cowboys. Up ahead to Mortensen, 2:35 to go in the half. Up ahead to Baird on the low block, working in against York. Puts up the left hand off the back of the rim, no good. And Baird with the offensive rebound. Hands to Castano for the straightaway three. Knocks it down. A Lumber plus three-pointer. Trey Castano now with 6 for the Cowboys.
Great effort by Baird to keep that missed shot alive.
Up top is Tony. 3-point grand lead on the Kane County Hospital scoreboard. High post is York. Left side high, McKinney. 2 minutes to go in the half. McKinney off the screen by York. Get a drive right side. Kicks to the corner to Carroll. He'll dribble to the left hand. Puts up the runner off the back of the rim. No good. Rebound tipped out of bounds by Baird. Grand basketball on the baseline. Lane Berry going to come back into the game.
They didn't lose much with him leaving, so that's a good substitution for Grand County, and they got a great look here.
They go to Berry. He misses hard off the glass. Berry struggling around the rim. Getting good looks. Hasn't been able to finish. And the rebound to Glover. Down the floor for Brown. The pass from Mortensen's intercepted by Bisco. Wyatt Tony on the T-Bird logo. Picks up his dribble. They skip it over. Berry comes up with a loose ball catch. Down the lane, being double teamed. Kicks to the corner to McKinney for three. Nails it. A Lumber plus three-pointer. The first of the game for the Red Devils. They go back up by 6.
1:23 remaining. 19-13.
Left wing Glover. Off the screen by Baird. Comes up top to Brown. Right wing Mortensen. Rejects the screen. He'll drive baseline. Got inside. Scoop with the left hand. Off the glass and in. Cash Mortensen with 6.
Great, got to that baseline right. Very late on the help defense, and 4-point lead for Grand. Under a minute.
McKinney off the screen by Berry. Scoops it to him on the pick and pop. Berry gives it back to him on the handoff. Down the lane, back for Berry. Driving left side against Mortensen. No good, but free throws coming for Lane Berry from the Glaziers at Family Market free throw line as Cash Mortensen will pick up his first, 4th team foul this quarter.
Berry 138 attempts on the year, 71%.
First free throw. Drops it in.
Kind of spun back, landed on the back and dropped.
Troy Federkyle back into the game for Kanab as JT Dowd checks in for Grand. Glover leaves and Dowd leaves. 49 seconds to go in the half. 4-point. Should be 5-point Red Devil lead as he made the first one and the second one, so it should go back to a 6-point lead. 21-15 your score. Grand County on top of Kanab. Castano on the T-Bird logo, guarded by Tony. Left wing pass for Mortensen, intercepted by Bisco. Bisco the other way. Dribbles in against Castano. Finger roll off the glass, no good. Rebound tipped out and a foul will be called against, I believe, JT Dowd, who just came back in, and he picks up his third.
Tough, but right now Kanab kind of floating the ball in the passes. Grand's too athletic, just to leave it up in the air that long. And
just like that, Jackson Carroll back into the game for the Red Devils to replace JT Dowd, who picked up his third. Shot clock turned off, 33 seconds to go in the half. 6-point Grand lead, 21-15 on the Kane County Hospital scoreboard over #1 Kanab.
No pressure on Mortensen. He'll probably wait till about the 10-second mark.
They do bring Bisco out to guard him. Bisco tips it away, but Mortensen regathers and hands to Federkyle. Down to 13. Now Mortensen with it near the timeline. Guarded tight by Bisco, able to curl around him, works through the left side on the wing, hesitates, drives in, kicks a right wing defender. Kyle, open three on the way, short off the rim, bury the rebound, down the floor to Tony, and they will not get a shot off at the horn. And at the end of 2 on the Kane County Hospital scoreboard, it's number 8 Grand at 21, number 1 Kanab 15. We've got the Jones and DeMille Engineering halftime show coming up next on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network. TeamHive.live, powered by Centricom and KSL Sports.
For more than 3 decades, the Intermountain Power Project has served as a model of regional energy cooperation, generating and transmitting coal-fueled electricity to a diverse group of municipal utilities and rural electric cooperatives with operations across 6 U.S. states. Now Intermountain Power is expanding its role as a regional energy hub, including utilizing renewable energy resources. Intermountain Power is proud to support and invest in our central Utah communities. Visit IPAUtah.com to learn more about IPP Renewed.
Zions Bank is celebrating 150 years in our community. Whether you're looking to open a new account or save for the future, their bankers are ready to help you right now or when it's convenient for you. Now more than ever, Zions Bank is for you.
The living room. It's a great place to watch TV. Just like your backyard, break time at the office, or while on the go. Now you can watch TV everywhere. Call or visit Centricom.com to learn more.
Kern River Gas Transmission wishes the Millard Eagles good luck this season and reminds everyone that damage from others digging into a pipeline is one of the main causes of pipeline failures. Never guess where a pipeline is located. Whether you're a farmer, rancher, or homeowner, if you plan to dig, call Blue Stakes to make sure all utilities are marked. Call Blue Stakes at 800-662-4111 or the new national 811 number at least 48 hours before digging. Kern River Gas Transmission Company reminds you to call before you dig. It's free. It's the law.
Vince Lombardi once said, "The measure of who we are is what we do with what we have." The quote rings true whether applied to our country, our schools, our homes, or on the field of play. We applaud our student athletes for their hard work and determination on the field and in the classroom. Brought to you by Sunrise Engineering, promoting excellence in sports and education. Visit us at sunrise-eng.com. That's sunrise-eng.com.
We go beyond filling prescriptions. Service Drug is a great place for shopping, too. Your family-owned and operated pharmacy that served our community since 1939. Service Drug is stocked full of gifts, home decor, seasonal items, greeting cards, even a wedding registry. And at the heart of what we do, assistance with your prescriptions, medical supplies, and equipment. Home delivery, vaccinations, and curbside pickup is available in Delta and Fillmore, and on Facebook and Instagram, where you get service first at Service Drug.
I'm Dr. Winters, a general dentist in Richfield. I invite you to take advantage of our 20 years of experience when it's time to get your wisdom teeth out.
We offer IV sedation so you can sleep through the procedure. We are right here in Richfield, so we are close by for all your pre- and post-operative needs. We strive to make the process comfortable, easy, and affordable. Visit wintersdental.com/wisdomteeth or call or text 435-896-6444.
Live high school sports action on Centricom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Welcome back here to the America First Event Center on the campus of Southern Utah University at the 2A Boys and Girls Basketball State Tournament. This is the Jones and DeMille Engineering Halftime Show, supporting our youth in their efforts to develop new talents and passions, paving the way to success. That's Jones and DeMille Engineering. At the half, it is number 8 Grand County 21, number 1 Kanab 15 in this 2A quarterfinal. Curtis, your takeaway from the first half.
I thought the pace would be different. I thought the pace would be a little more up and down right now, and it's more of a kind of a heavyweight brawl right now, and possessions are really, really important right now. Kanab, uncharacteristically kind of sloppy with the basketball. I think Coach Glazier is going to try to correct that. I think if you're Grand, I'd want to see the ball a little more in Barry's hands than we did it, and some of that is because the Kanab's double teamed him and took it away.
Now, honestly, we were just talking about it in the break. Kanab's lucky to be within 6 because Barry has missed about 4 gimmies. Yeah. He's not making anything, but he's been able to get to easy open shots. If he starts making those, that's going to make things extremely more difficult for Kanab.
It's going to be tough, and you're right, because I mean it could be a 12, 13-point deficit right now. So, but Kanab not shooting the ball exceptionally well. Castino a difference maker. I think his 6 points on 2 threes have kind of kept them close, and so and Mortensen a little bit, but neither player's playing up to the level we've seen them play this year. But I think the second half will open up a little bit, and kind of like South Severe in that first game. Good three-point shooting team, didn't shoot well, and we're seeing that right now. Neither team shooting the ball from three-point range, exceptionally well.
Let's take a look at our first half stats. First off for Grand County as they have the lead. Jason McKinney, 7 first half points, 6 from Tatum Bisco, 4 off the bench for Trace York, and 2 apiece for Wyatt Tony and Lane Berry for the Red Devils. As a team, they have made just 1 three-pointer. That was Jason McKinney, but they are 10 for 10 from the free throw line in the first half.
Wow. That's kind of like North Summit, the first game, 10 for 10, but you're 10 for 10. You're going to win a lot of games, and they really haven't shot. They're shooting decent on the year from three-point range, from foul shooting, about 66% as a team, but 100% is good.
Yep. And then I have them with 5 turnovers, but all of those coming in the first quarter, none in the second quarter. For Kanab, they're led by Cash Mortensen and Trey Castino, 6 points apiece for them, and then 3 from Maddox Baird. Kanab has made 3 three-pointers, but they have not taken a free throw in the game. Kanab, I have them with 4 turnovers, but they've been bad turnovers, as
Costly.
you talked about.
Just, sometimes you're going to turn the ball over, but when you're just floating the ball out there, Grant's just playing free safety in football. They're just going and getting the ball. But right now, anybody's ball game, 21-14, a little lower scoring game than I anticipated right now, and
21-15,
21-15, and a little lower scoring, but I think it's going to pick up this second half, and Kanab has an opportunity to get back in this game. But Grant is probably saying to themselves, you know what, we had a big opportunity right here to really stretch this lead out, and we didn't do it.
Yeah. There were 3 ties in the first half, 2 lead changes. Grand's largest lead is where they stand now at 6. Kanab led by as many as 1 in the first half. This has been the Jones Intermill Engineering Halftime Show. From slam dunks to buzzer beaters, the Jones Intermill Engineering team is here to help you tackle the toughest infrastructure issues. Let's give you a Houston's Trails and Restaurant score update. Stop in for delicious Western entrees and chicken fried steak with Bob's homemade country gravy. For takeout or catering, call 1-800-599-2488. Earlier today, number 5 North Summit, the 66-63 win over number 4 South Severe to move into the semifinals. They'll play the winner of this game, and South Severe will play the loser of this game tomorrow in the consolation semifinals. And then it was in 3A, number 5 Richfield beat number 4 Manti 62-52 to knock off the defending state champions. And then at the half, South Summit has about a 10-point lead over American Heritage, also in the 3A 9-1 matchup in that case. So there's your Houston Trails and Restaurant score update. We'll take a break and come back with the second half next on the Kane County Hospital scoreboard. Grand County 21, Kanab 15 on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network. Team Hive.live, powered by Centricom and KSL Sports.
Having a strong support team that you can trust can make or break an individual outcome. Just like on a sports team, our healthcare team at the Delta and Fillmore Community Hospitals are dedicated to provide quality care close to home on an individual basis. From our physicians to our nursing staff, along with our technicians and many other healthcare professionals, our team is ready to provide the best quality care for our friends, neighbors, and local athletes in Millard County. Intermountain Delta Community and Fillmore Community Hospitals, providing a strong, dedicated team for you.
Dependable truck drivers like you have been Barney Trucking's #1 investment since 1947. That's why they provide their drivers with state-of-the-art equipment, ongoing training, and reliable, courteous support. Barney Trucking is now hiring Class A CDL drivers with doubles endorsement to help address our exceptional growth throughout Utah. Barney Trucking offers a competitive wage, solid benefits, home daily schedules, and an excellent safety record. Apply today at barneyjobs.com. barneyjobs.com.
When BARC detects a digital danger, I receive automatic alerts so that I can deal with problems as they arise, while still respecting my son's privacy by not having to read through every single message. BARC even delivers research-backed recommendations on dealing with the issue. This helps me and my son work together, trust each other, and build a deeper bond. BARC has helped protect millions of children while detecting tens of thousands of severe self-harm situations. BARC brings us closer together.
Get bark protection today from Centricom on unlimited family devices. Visit Centricom.com to learn more.
Bose Auto Parts is a locally owned company, and their mission is to be the leading parts provider by serving their customers, team members, and communities through hard work, integrity, and striving for excellence. Bose Auto Parts has 5 key locations across Utah: St. George, Cedar City, Beaver, Mount Pleasant, and Saratoga Springs. Bose delivers to wherever you are and community you might be in. Between their stores, they have won 16 Platinum Awards, 4 Best of Iron County, 3 Best of Southern Utah, 2 Best Places to Work. That's Bose Auto Parts.
Live high school sports action on Centricom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Welcome back here to the America First Event Center on the campus of Southern Utah University. Curtis, let's get some Kane County School District keys in the second half for these two teams.
I think Kanab, you got to take care of the basketball. I think you got to get more people involved right now. You got points from 3 people. You got to get Brown involved. You got to get Glover involved. You got to get Trajan Glazier involved. You know, Kanab Cowboys, their balance has been real good all year long. Get them involved. Continue. I think they're playing pretty good defense. Continue to play like that. If you're Grand County, I think you got to continue to grind it out like you get the ball in Barry's hand and look for the kick out. I mean, he's a stellar player right now, and I think he'll play better in the second half than he did in the first half.
Short corner, Kyle Brown with it for the Cowboys as we start the second half after those Kane County School District keys of the half. Three-pointer from Trajan Glazier on the skip pass, and Glazier knocks down the Lumber Plus triple for his first basket, and it's a 3-point game.
That's what we're talking about, involving more people. Now you got 4 people on the board.
Trace York on the drive will be fouled.
And when I talk about Barry playing better, I'm not saying he played poorly at all, because he didn't. But right now he's facing a lot of double teams, but he did miss a couple of shots that we've seen him make. But it's a state tournament, a lot of stake right here, a lot of nerves. And
Wyatt Tony left wide open for the open 3 from the corner off the side of the backboard, no good. York, the offense rebound, goes back up and draws the foul, and Trace York will head to the Glazier's Family Market free throw line to shoot 2, as I believe Trajan Glazier, yes it is, picks up his second foul, second team foul on the Cowboys.
And that was a great rebound. You know, and York has done that all year long. He's 64% foul shooter, but he's been to the line 107 times on the season.
First free throw from York, got it. He has 5. 11 for 11 now from the line are the Red Devils. Second free throw good, make it 12 for 12.
12 for 12, that's pretty close to 100%.
Back to a 5-point Red Devil lead. Castano with it across the timeline for the Cowboys, guarded by Tony. Picks up his dribble, goes right wing high to Glazier. Glazier working his way down the lane, hands off in the corner to Castano. Castano off the screen, tried to curl in, nothing was there, comes left wing to Brown. Brown with an in and out dribble. He'll back out, crosses over, steps into a long 2, knocks it down. Kyle Brown with his first points of the game.
And just like that now, Kanab has 5 guys on the scoreboard. That balance is going to help them.
Driving in is McKinney, pull up 15-footer from McKinney, and he knocks it down. He has 9 points.
Not very well defended that time by the Cowboys on that screen, but
25-20 your score. Mortensen with it, high right side, crosses over off the screen by Baird, hesitates, now drives baselines, kicks it out to Glazier for 3. A Lumber Plus 3-pointer, Trajan Glazier with 6.
And he's 2 for 2. 3-point baskets for Glazier and 2-point game.
Yep, 25-23 Red Devils. McKinney off the screen. Gets cut off on the drive, tries to pass out to Barry. Barry made a nice catch as he was cutting the lane and misses the 15-footer. Rebound though by McKinney, shovels it to York. York down the lane, misses it hard off the back of the rim. Rebound tipped away from Brown, but it goes right to Glazier.
A lot of contact on that, I thought, from York on that. Maybe could have got foul shots there.
Mortensen on the T-Bird logo at center court.
Chance to tie the game right now if you're Kanab Cowboy. Double screen.
Goes up the screen right side, puts up the 12-foot runner, missed it short off the rim, and McKinney the rebound for Grand.
McKinney and York doing a good job on the boards for the Red Devils.
McKinney with an in-and-out dribble. He gets fouled on the crossover. It'll be on Kyle Brown, his first, team's third on Kanab here in this third quarter already. 5:48 to go in the quarter. 25-23 Grand with the lead. Quinn into the game for Baird for the Cowboys, and Carroll in for York for the Red Devils.
Two-point Grand lead. Seems like they've been able to answer everything that Kanab has thrown at him right now.
McKinney to inbound, gets on the baseline to Barry. Little turnaround hook shot, missed it off the rim. Brown the rebound for Kanab. He'll push it the other way, picked up by Bisco. Gets to the baseline, puts up the runner, and the foul. Kyle Brown ties the game at 25, and he has a chance to give Kanab the 1-point lead.
I don't know how he made that. Got so deep under the basket, reached out, floated that up, and hit the shot. That's a big shot for Kyle.
This is the first free throw of the game for Kanab from the Glaziers Family Market free throw line for the highest standard of customer service. The friendliest checkers in Utah and fantastic in-store specials. This is at Glaziers Family Market in Kanab. JT Dowd will come into the game for Tatum Bisco.
Kyle 18 for 31 on the season coming into this. 31 for 47, excuse me, 66% on the season.
Makes it. The and one is good. He has 5 all here in the third quarter.
And the Cowboys are up.
Cowboys have their first lead since the first quarter. Missed shot by Grant. Quinn the rebound. Nearly, he does throw it away, excuse me. He threw it past Mortensen. And Dowd came up with it. Now left wing Barry. Barry holding, guarded by Mortensen. Gets it inside to Dowd. Dowd goes right to left. Count the basket. And the foul. JT Dowd gives the lead back to the Red Devils and a chance for the old-fashioned three-point play from the Glaziers, the Family Market free throw line.
All this opportunities for Grand coming off a turnover.
Quinn will come out of the game as Baird comes back in and Federkyle comes in for Glazier.
Big third quarter for Glazier, 2 for 2 from three-point range.
So the lead goes back to Grand at the Glaziers from the Market free throw line. Dowd knocks down the free throw. He has his first 3 points. 28-26 Red Devils, 5:13 to go in the third quarter on the Kane County Hospital scoreboard. Left wing Mortensen crosses over on Tony, hesitates, drives left, gets cut off in the baseline, slips it up top to Federkyle. Federkyle dribbles to his left, goes back up top to Mortensen. Mortensen lost it off his knee, picks it back up and goes to Federkyle. He hands to Brown. Brown with an in and out, gonna drive the lane, puts it to the 10-foot runner, got it to go, tie game.
Kyle 2 for 2 in the third.
3 for 3, he has 7 in this quarter. Right. Driving the left side is Wyatt Tony, too hard off the glass. Buried the backside rebound, lost it off his leg, and it's picked up by Mortensen. Mortensen lobs up ahead for Federkyle. And Federkyle, as he was falling down, threw a back out, picked up by Barry. He throws down the floor for Tony, and it's too far out in front as he saves it, but he throws it into Mortensen. Back-to-back turnovers, one by each team. Now Castano steps into a transition 3. Short off the rim, long rebound. And it'll be Federkyle has it knocked away by Dowd. Dowd dives for it, tipped out by Baird, and it goes right to Mortensen. Bodies all over the place. And Coach Glazier shouting at the official with the body check between Dowd and Federkyle.
Got a little physical out there. Do we get a replay on that?
We're going to see what the officials are going to come together and talk about it. He didn't give the closed fist when he blew that whistle. The hand was open, so we're going to see what they do here. We're tied at 28 with 4:13 to go in the third quarter in this quarterfinal game between the 8-seeded Red Devils and the #1 Kanab Cowboys.
Get that ball on the ground, people fighting it on the ground, you always run a risk of...
They blew the whistle, so you'd think that something would have to be called, but they're not going to call anything. So Tatum Bisco into the game for Wyatt Tony for the Red Devils. That's kind of an interesting thing. If they blew the whistle, you would think something would have to be called.
Yeah.
Guess they're going to call it inadvertent whistle. Federkyle hands it off to Baird, top of the key. Gives it up to Mortensen. Off the screen by Baird. Looks to drive right, nothing there. Good defense by Bisco. Comes back out to Brown. Brown off the screen by Mortensen. Dribbles right, puts up the runner. Got it to go. Kanab back in front.
And boy, he's on a run right now, Kyle is.
9 points here in the third quarter. 6 from Glazier as well. And now McKinney on the drive. Count the basket and the foul. The circus shot by McKinney to tie the game at 30, and he has a chance at the three-point play.
I made that. He was facing the opposite basket and kind of shot that over the top of his head. That's a tough shot.
That is the 15th foul on Kanab as well, so Grant will shoot free throws the rest of the quarter. And McKinney gets the bounce on the and one. Grant has still yet to miss a free throw. They are 14 for 14 in the game from the Glaziers Family Market free throw line. Mortensen drives left side, gets cut off by Bisco. Up top Castano, right wing Federkyle, down the lane to Baird, and a foul will be called on Lane Barry reaching over the top. That'll be the second on Barry.
Good position by Barry that time. And Barry let Maddox get so far down low, and he's going to take a set.
And Barry will come out. York's back in. 4 low for the Cowboys. Castano lobs out to Brown. Brown gives it up to Mortensen. Tries to go underneath it to Baird. Knocked away by York, and out of bounds it goes. Kanab basketball on the baseline.
That's one time Grand's lucky to have that ball called out of bounds, because it's going to be a layup for Kanab.
Quick Houston Trails and Restaurant score update for you. American Heritage has come roaring back against South Summit. It's a 2-point game in that 3A quarterfinal. Kyle Brown, the fadeaway off the glass, no good. Baird, the offensive rebound, works his way around and gets the lay-in on the right side.
Yeah, great footwork by Maddox to get the layup.
32-31, Kanab back in front. Left wing Carroll. Dribbles in, nothing there. Out to McKinney, left wing 3, high arc, short off the rim. And Carroll the rebound. He'll go back up, round the rim, no good. York the rebound, and a foul called. So Trace York will go to the line to shoot 2. It was a non-shooting foul, but they're already in the bonus with 3:09 to go in the quarter.
It just kind of took a funny bounce that time. I thought Kanab just did a good job trying to box out, but just kind of took a funny bounce. And we won't jinx them. What are they, 13 for 13 from the foul line?
14 for 14. And then Kanab's 1 for 1. And York hit every part of the rim, but he gets the bounce. He has 7 off the bench.
He's going to shoot more foul shots in this game than he shot the whole year.
Trajan Glazier back in for Federer.
No, York shot 107 foul shots. It was, but it's what's keeping him in the game. Tie game.
Second free throw. That one's off to the left, no good, and Glazier the rebound. So we're tied at 32. On the Kane County Hospital scoreboard in this 2A quarterfinal game, winner moves on to play North Summit in the semifinals tomorrow night. Right wing comes Mortensen. Nothing for Castano off the curl. Now he goes on the double screen to Baird. Baird backs down the lane, gets blocked, gets it back, goes left wing to Glazier. And now they're going to call a jump ball, wave it off, and the jump ball will give it to Grand. So can have turnover number 7.
Now, if you're Grand, you want to keep that, where the lower seed won in first game. They're more than happy to steal this one, too.
McKinney left side high. Goes to Tony, back to McKinney. Works away at the left hand. Nothing there as he gets cut off by Brown. Comes back out to Tony. Back to McKinney. 2.5 to go in the third quarter. We're tied at 32. Defense sagging. McKinney going to drive left to right. Goes right corner to Bisco. 3 on the way. Short off the rim. Brown with the rebound. Has it knocked away, and a reach-in foul called. Looks like it's going to go against McKinney, and that is the case, as McKinney will pick up his first, team's third of this quarter.
32-32.
2:22 to go in the third. Coming up next here at the America First Event Center, got the 2-7 matchup, APA West Valley and Duchesne. Right wing is Mortensen, spins against the defense, down the lane, puts up the 8-footer and got it to go. Mortensen with 8, his first basket of the second half.
It's a big shot for Cash right there, giving Kanab the 2-point lead.
Tony right side high. Works his way right to left across the key, puts up the runner off the glass, no good. The rebound to Baird, he'll go to Glazier. Down the floor to Brown. Brown left wing. Stumbles as he hops and limps off the court right side, and now that's what they're going to stop the game as a result, as Brown kind of planted hard and then just threw the ball to a teammate and limped off the floor. He is back on his feet, but he has to come out of the game with the game stopping for him. So Kel Glover's going to come into the game for the Cowboys. Lane Berry back in for the Red Devils for JT Dowd. An awkward sequence there for Kyle Brown. He's going to head back with the trainer towards the locker room. Mortensen inbound, bounces up top to Baird. Left side, Ike Steino. Gives it to Glover. Glover with a hesitation dribble, drives right, nothing there, gets cut off. Shovels it back out to Glazier for 3. Glazier, a Lumber plus 3-pointer. He has 3 in this third quarter and 9 points in the game.
Well, he's just confident kid right now.
Largest lead for Kanab is now this 5-point lead. Pick and roll, and Cash Mortensen steals it away, but Wyatt Tony gets it right back. Gets it down the floor to McKinney. McKinney drives in, puts up the runner, no good, but free throws coming for Jason McKinney. And Trajan Glazier was emotional after the play, and the official blew the whistle at him. Didn't call anything further than the foul, but they did let him know.
Good officiating
to show out.
Preventative officiating, right?
The foul went against Glazier. That was his third as McKinney makes the first free throw. McKinney now with 13 to lead the Red Devils. Into the game, Jackson Carroll.
So 564 attempts at the foul line for Grand on the season. You can kind of see why, right?
Yeah.
They attack the basket. They got strong physical kids.
McKinney makes them both. He has 14 now. 7 in this quarter.
It's keeping him in this game right now.
37-34 Kanab, 1:05 to go in the third quarter on the Kane County Hospital scoreboard. Flare screen on the pick and pop to Glover for three. And Kel Glover with the Lumber Plus three-pointer, the first bench points of the game for Kanab. Tony right wing, backs down Castano, gets in the lane, puts the shot blocked and a foul called. And Wyatt Tony will go back to the Glaziers at Family Market free throw line.
Good move by Tony to get in the lane and to see Glover hit that shot. You know, I didn't know if we'd see him this year, so, you know, the athletic part of you comes in and says that's a lot of fun to watch.
Yeah. Foul is on Trey Castano, his first. First free throw from Tony, nothing but net.
Yeah, something tells me that that Grand's a team that Coach Bird works on this a lot, because it doesn't just happen.
Second free throw from Tony is good. He makes them both. He has 4 points, all from the charity stripe. Back to a 4-point game. Kanab leading 40-36, but a big quarter for Kanab. They put up 25 in this quarter after just 15 first-half points. Glover up top, dribbles with the right hand down the lane, got a steal from Baird. The runner off the glass too hard. Carroll the rebound for the Red Devils. 2 seconds from the shot clock and game clock. Tony going to drive all the way down the floor, pump fake, and then he's whistled for the travel. He stepped to go up instead of just going up after the pump.
Should have just gone up. He had a chance to pass it, but once you get there, just go up and lay it in with the left hand.
So shot clock turned off. 30 seconds to go in the third quarter. Kanab leading by 4. Waiting for the final shot of the quarter.
Third period's kind of the way Kanab's played all year. The first 2 quarters kind of a little bit of an enigma for him.
Glover with it. Comes out to Mortensen on the T-Bird logo. Guarded tight by Bisco, works his way right side. A flare screen to Castano. Pump fake, dribbles in, puts up the runner. Got it to go. Trey Castano with 8. 2 seconds at the half-court line. McKinney throws up the 3 at the horn. No good. And at the end of 3 on the Kane County Hospital scoreboard. Number 1, Kanab, 42. Number 8, Grand County, 36. Final 8 minutes coming up next on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network. TeamHive.live, powered by Centricom and KSL Sports.
Discover squeaky cheese, hand-dipped ice cream, and family-friendly bathrooms all at the Creamery, Beaver's Cheese Store. With an expanded storefront, you can explore our farm-to-table story, sample our signature cheeses, enjoy breakfast or lunch at the Creamery kitchen, or shop some of Utah's favorite products from specialty cheeses to local honey and jam. Stop on in and discover what the excitement is all about. Visit the Creamery in Beaver at 165 South, 500 West, now open Sundays noon to 6 and extended hours Thursdays and Fridays until 8 p.m.
Are you or a loved one experiencing a mental health crisis? Let us help. Aspen Grove Behavioral Hospital offers no-cost mental health assessments, open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You have a choice in your mental health care. Insist on Aspen Grove Behavioral Hospital for instant care. Call us today to speak with one of our highly trained mental health professionals. Call 801-852-2273. Or for more information, visit aspengrovehospital.com.
Live high school sports action on Centricom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Welcome back here to the America First Event Center on the campus of Southern Utah University. Robert Lovell with you alongside Curtis Marsh. Curtis, any Kane School District keys in the fourth quarter here? Now Kanab leading by 6.
Well, it's got to keep it rolling right now. You got everybody involved. Glazier, Brown, Mortensen, Castino, Baird. Just keep this offensive flow much quicker, right?
Mortensen into the lane, turns to his right, and hits the off-balance jumper. Cash Mortensen with 10, first player in double figures for the Cowboys, and now Lane Berry throws it away, trying to get it down the floor.
A little frustration right now. Right now, you got a chance to take this lead into double digits with 10, but the pace right now is really much more favorable to Kanab right now.
Right wing is Castano, tries to pass down the lane to Baird, off his arm, out of bounds. A Kanab turnover there, 8. Same as Grand.
Pretty good look. He's just unable to come up with the ball. But right now, if you're Grand, I mean, you had a tough third quarter. You got to get the ball. You got to move the ball a little bit more.
Right wing is Carroll. Comes out to Tony.
There's that movement.
Left wing he goes to McKinney. He'll drive baseline, gets inside, and finishes off the glass. Jason McKinney with 16 to lead all scorers.
Good set. Reverse that basketball. Got to the baseline. And
Mortensen goes left corner to Glazier. Open 3. Off the rim. No good. Barry the rebound for the Red Devils.
He hasn't missed very many.
Barry the other way. Crosses over. Working down on Mortensen. Spins against him. Puts it up. Gets foul called. And free throws coming for Lane Barry.
Kind of a tough matchup for Cash that time. Giving up a lot of size on Barry.
That's the third on Mortensen as Barry steps up to the Glazers Family Market free throw line. That's the only points he has. He's 2 for 2 from the line today. And that's it. Again, he's averaging 17 a game for the Red Devils. And in and out on the first one.
A little frustration right now for Barry as he faces the second shot right now.
Round the rim, no good, and Glazier the rebound as Barry puts his hands to his head.
Body language, you know, kids can kind of tell you where they're thinking with how they move their body.
Pick and pop, flare screen to Castano, dribbles into a 15-footer, nothing but net. Trey Castano with 10.
Does anybody get rid of that basketball out of his hands quicker than Castano?
Timeout called by Coach Glazier. It is a Honey's Marketplace timeout featuring specialty items like gourmet burgers, crab salads, smoked ribs, fresh cut fruit, and bakery bread made from scratch every day. That's Honey's Marketplace in Kanab. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll go ahead and keep it right here with 6:35 to go in the third quarter on the Kane County Hospital scoreboard. 46-38. Kanab with the 8-point lead now over Grand. If you're Coach Bird, what are you trying to do here, Curtis, to get back into this?
Well, I think they've been able to do it by attacking the rim and getting to the foul line right now. And right now they just got to keep moving the ball like that. And if Barry's not scoring right now, you got to get it from other sources. And going back to Castano on that shot, I love the fact that he gets rid of the ball so quick is because his footwork's so good. Because he is already set when he catches the ball for the shot, but that ball is out of his hands in 1 second. So we talk about Houston Trails restaurant where the waitresses have guns on their hips. I wouldn't want to get in a gunfight with Castano because he's going to clear leather and you're going to be done.
8-point lead for the Cowboys. Ball rolls across half court before Tony picks it up. You go left side out of Carroll, down the lane to Barry. Barry working on Baird. Pump fake, tries to go up into him, gets the foul called, and Lane Barry will go back to the Glazers at Family Market free throw line. They're trying to find a way to get him going. They're going to need him if they want to come back from down 8.
They are. And too good a player to be slowed down right now. He's going to pick it up here. Chance right here at the foul line.
First free throw from Barry. That one is good, nothing but net. Into the game now for the Red Devils will be Trace York. He'll come in for Jackson Carroll.
A lot of time, hits this shot, it's 6-point lead.
Second one, got the bounce, does Barry for 4 points in the game. Makes it a 6-point to 2-possession game, long 2 possessions, 46-40, Kanab on top on the Kane County Hospital scoreboard. On the logo, Glazier has it. Goes right side high to Mortensen, picked up by Bisco. Bounces up top to Baird, left side high to Brown. Off the curl screen, he goes to Castano, drives left, got Barry in the air, tries to hand it off to Baird, and Baird able to corral the loose ball. Out to Mortensen for the deep 3, short off the rim, and York the rebound for the Red Devils.
Keep the door open for Grand right now.
McKinney with it, up ahead to Bisco, wide open left side layup is good, and a beautiful pass from McKinney.
Yeah, Jason just, I mean, that's a thing of beauty right there, and they got a layup. 4-point lead, plenty of time.
Near the timeline is Glazier. Goes left side high to Mortensen. Mortensen cut off from the baseline drive. Reverses, lobs it back out for Brown. Right side high to Glazier. Looking inside, nothing there. Comes out to Castano. Hands off on the wing to Baird. Baird left side, gives it up for Brown. Brown in and out. Works his way left to right across the key. Puts it up, off the glass and in. Kyle Brown to 11.
Get that shot with 4 on the shot clock.
Barry the other way, quickly going to drive right side against Baird with the Euro step. Count the basket and the foul. Wayne Berry with his first field goal of the game, and he has a chance of the three-point play as Maddox Baird will pick up his fourth.
I think, Robert, you're spot on that. You know, they're going to go to Berry right now. Big games are won by big players. We got a technical foul in our other game over here.
Yeah, the South Select American Heritage game that goes against American Heritage. Wayne Berry in the line. Wyatt Orton back in for Maddox Baird for the Cowboys as Baird picks up his fourth. The and one from the Glaziers Family Market free throw line is good. Berry has 7. And it's a 3-point Cowboy lead, 48-45 on the King County Hospital scoreboard with 5:08 to go in the game. 2A quarterfinal here at the state tournament. Mortensen, flare screen, he goes to Castino for 3. Short off the rim, rebound tipped out. Castino has it, drives the lane, left corner to Glazier, to the wing to Brown. Brown crosses over, and a foul away from the ball. The official coming to talk to Berry as Berry and Orton were getting tangled up.
And that's one reason you bring in Orton, because of his strength.
Yeah.
Can he lean on, you know, you're just not going to let...
That's the third on Berry.
You don't want Berry to kind of get the mismatch and bully you a little bit, and he's not going to bully Orton. 2 big, strong kids there.
First team foul on Grand this quarter. The officials having to come in and talk to Berry and Orton again. Orton's about the only player in the tournament that's bigger than Berry, both in height and in size. A flare, a lob in for Brown, and he gets it to go. The catch and shoot. Brown with 13.
And the assist was to Wyatt, because basically it became a screen.
Yeah, screen assist. Up top, McKinney. Comes out to Berry. Pump fake on the 3. Crosses over. Picks up his dribble. Left wing to Tony. He'll come back out to McKinney. 5-point Kanab lead. 4:35 to go in the game. McKinney drives in. Puts up the runner. Draws the foul. And free throws coming from McKinney from the Glaziers Family Market free throw line as he came into Wyatt Orton.
100%, no doubt. Nobody's going to argue that foul.
That's the second on Orton.
And
fourth team foul on Kanab.
Orton looks over at the bench, and he motioned. He knew exactly why.
McKinney has a game high 16. First one here. Off the front of the rim, no good. So they made their first 14 free throws. Been a little bit of a struggle since then. They're still making free throws, but not at the same 100% clip that they were.
He can go 1 for 2, positive possession, but he missed
it. Rebound tipped out by Berry, but picked up by Glazier for the Cowboys. Mortensen across the timeline. Works his way to the middle. He's going to drive left. Kicks to the corner to Brown. Brown going to drive baseline. Got inside. A nice dump off pass to Orton for the right side lay-in.
What a play. What a pass.
7-point lead for the Cowboys. JT Dowd spins in traffic off the glass. Callahan on the foul. JT Dowd gets it to go, and he has a chance of the 3-point play as Kyle Brown will pick up his second.
That's a tough shot, but he got so deep down in there into Kyle. This Grand team's made a couple of shots that have just been highlight reel kind of shots.
Timeout called by Coach Bird with 4:11 to go in the game on the Kane County Hospital scoreboard. It is number 1 Kanab 52, number 8 Grand 47. It's a Honey's Marketplace timeout on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network. TeamHive.live, powered by Centricom and KSL Sports.
The Chevy Silverado. With available Super Cruise connected by OnStar. Only Super Cruise lets you drive hands-free and tow hands-free. It'll help you get to the adventure energized, and it'll help drive you home.
Drive yours away this President's Day. Get 2.9% financing on all 2024 Silverado 1500 pickups. Or get $5,000 total value on this Silverado High Country when you trade in an eligible vehicle. See your Rocky Mountain Chevy dealers.
Live high school sports action on Centricom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
(52-47) is your score on the Kane County Hospital scoreboard as we come out of that Honey's Marketplace timeout. You see the beautiful finish there. Those of you watching at Team Hive on the dish from Brown and the lay-in from Orton. 5-point Cowboy lead. There is the and one free throw coming up next.
So it's back-to-back games. We've seen Wyatt come in and make impacts like at Enterprise, because you get the screen for a basket, and that time you get the pass from Mortensen. And I mean, big stuff right now if you're Kanab. But the Grand has a chance to get this lead down to 4 right here. You know, Wyatt played 78 minutes in the season, but he's been big when it counted.
He gets the and one, does JT down. Makes it a 4-point ball game. 52-48, Kanab on top. 4:07 to go in the fourth quarter. Brown on the logo. Guarded, picked up by McKinney. Spins against him. Dribbles the lane. Kicks it left corner to Castano. Pump fake. He'll drive baseline. Goes down the lane for Orton. Off his arm. Picked up by Grand. Up ahead to McKinney. Drives right. Off the glass and in. And it's a 2-point game.
And I really, really love that pass from Bisco because he just said, go get it. You're an athlete. I'm going to throw it out in front of you. I know you're going to get it.
Skip pass from Mortensen to Castano. Up top to Glazier. Bounces across for Orton. Pump fake. And he'll draw the foul on Barry. That will be the 4th on Lane Barry and send Wyatt Orton to the Glazers Family Market free throw line. Grand has shot 27 free throws. These will be free throws 2 and 3 for Kanab.
Wyatt's only shot 8 foul shots on the year. But the 9th one will be a big one right here.
First free throw. Short off the rim. Into the game, Trace York for Grand. Coming out will be Barry with that 4th foul. They're going to bring Glover in for Glazier. Where are the Cowboys? 3:37 to go in the game. 2A quarterfinals. 52-50. Kanab leads the 1-8 matchup. Second free throw from Orton. Got it. 3-point game. Orton with 3 off the bench. He'll come out of the game as Maddox Baird checks back in. 53-50 Cowboys. McKinney across the timeline. Goes off the screen, pick and roll, just kind of threw it down the lane, and there are 3 Cowboys there, and Baird takes it away. Mortensen brings it up, right wing to Glover. Back to Mortensen. Pass out, got tipped by McKinney into the backcourt. Castano runs it down. Bounces it back to Mortensen. Mortensen lobs into the corner to Glover. High post to Castano, 12-footer on the way, missed it short, and the rebound to York for Grand. He's going to push the pace as he works through the defense all the way down the floor, coast to coast, draws the foul on Mortensen, and Trace York will go to the Glazers Family Market free throw line as Cash Mortensen picks up his 4th for Kanab.
Well, and it really tells you the IQ of Trace York because he knows that Kanab has 5 team fouls. Why not push it? Every single shot for the rest of this game is going to be 2 if you're Grand, and use that in your advantage. And
in and out from York. He made his first 5. He's now missed his last 2.
Get tired in that 4th quarter. Your legs start to go out from under you.
Barry back into the game. Was only out for about 25 seconds of game time as he comes back into the game for Tatum Bisco. Second free throw from York. Got the bounce. York with 8 off the bench. 53-51 Kanab. McKinney going to pick Mortensen up at the half-court line. He passes it over to Glover, and a timeout called by Coach Glazier. 2:57 to go on the Kane County Hospital scoreboard. A Honey's Marketplace timeout. We'll take the break. 2-point Cowboy lead in the 2A quarterfinals on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network. TeamHive.live, powered by Centricom and KSL Sports.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Why would you wander around a warehouse store looking for paint when you could just swing by your neighborhood Ace? In addition to Ace's award-winning service, we have top-rated paint brands. Plus, our color matching technology allows us to match any color. So stop wandering and start painting. Head to your neighborhood Ace today.
Fish Lake Lumber in Beaver is your local Benjamin Moore retailer. Stop by and let Fish Lake Lumber help you with your next project.
Live high school sports action on Centricom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
We're back here at the America First Event Center on the campus of Southern Utah University in a 2-point ball game. Winner of this quarterfinal moves on to play North Summit in the semifinal tomorrow night at 7:30. The loser will play South Sevier in the consolation semifinal at 12:50 tomorrow afternoon. But it's Kanab with a 2-point lead. And the basketball coming out of the Honey's Marketplace timeout. Groceries and so much more. That's Honey's Marketplace in Kanab. Again, throughout today's game, we're looking for that Kanab drug some of the game as well. And we've got some worthy candidates in this one for the Cowboys. Mortensen right side high, guarded by Bisco. In and out. Works his way right to left. Bounce to underneath the Baird. Blocked by Barry.
What a great pass from Mortensen, but a better defensive play by Barry.
Hesitation dribble by Tony the other way. Drives left side, off the glass and in. It's a tie game at 53. Wyatt Tony's first field goal of the game.
Boy, that's a big shot, too. Kanab's kind of let Grand get to the basket.
Yes, they have. Brown works his way into the key. He'll put up the sky hook off the front of the rim. No good. Barry the rebound. Grand's off and running. Down the right side of the floor he goes. Kel Glover takes it away.
What a play by Kel Glover.
2:14 to go in the game. We're tied at 53 on the Kane County Hospital scoreboard. The top scorer for each team with 4 fouls right now. That's Barry for Grand, Mortensen for Kanab. Mortensen has it left wing. Guarded by Bisco, bounces high post to Baird, hands off to Glover, top of the key. Out to Brown. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Off the screen by Baird. Picked up by Barry, draws the foul, and that's number 5 on Barry as Brown misses the shot, but he goes to the ground and draws the foul, so Kyle Brown will go to the Glaziers Family Market free throw line to shoot 2.
And it was unfortunate, but it was a foul. And it was after the shot was released.
Well, they get that sorted out. Trey Short comes back into the game. The Houston's Trails Inn Restaurant score update for you here. It looks like South Summit was going to pull away. I think they got up by 16 in the second half. American Heritage has come back again to pull within 5 as Brown misses the front end.
So if Grand's going to win this, they're going to have to win it without their leading scorer, Barry.
Barry fouled out with 7 points. Brown gets the second free throw to go. He has 14 to lead Kanab.
It's a 1-point lead in it. We are under 2 minutes.
McKinney right side high. Behind the back. Works his way left side down the lane, and he draws the foul on Brown. That'll be his 3rd. And Jason McKinney will go back to the Glaziers Family Market free throw line to shoot 2.
Well, they've done a good job attacking the basket. I mean, you know why they shoot so many foul shots, because of the way they play. And they got physical guards.
First free throw from McKinney. Got it. Ties the game at 54.
Boy, and they could take the lead. And it's been a long time since they've been in front, right?
Yeah, not since the 3rd quarter. With 1:39 left, they have a chance to take the lead. Second free throw, good. McKinney with 20 points to lead all scorers. Grand goes back in front by 1. 55-54, 1:35 to go. Mortensen across the timeline. He directs traffic. Bounces to Brown. High post to Baird. Baird steps out to the top of the key. Gives it up to Mortensen. Guarded by Bisco. Off the screen. Gets hedged and cut off by York. Down the lane to Baird. Power dribble. Kicks it to the high post. To the wing to Baird. Brown now for 3. Off the rim. No good. York the rebound for the Red Devils. They have the ball on a 1-point lead with 1:10 to go in the game.
And I think Kanab had a better shot to take that inside without Barry there, but kind of settled for the 3.
McKinney off the screen, dribbles right, hands off to Tony on the wing. JT Dowd wanted it down the lane, but Tony drives in, spins against Mortensen, puts it up off the glass, no good, got his own rebound, pump fake, goes back up and in. Mortensen couldn't really do much because he has 4 fouls, and it's a 3-point Grand lead.
Big possession right now for Kanab.
Tony with 8.
Plenty of time. You don't have to go for a 3.
And Mortensen draws the foul on Bisco. That will be the 3rd on Tatum Bisco.
Only the 4th team foul, so it's an out-of-bounds baseline.
36.8 seconds left. It's a 3-point Red Devil lead on the Kane County Hospital scoreboard. Coach Glazier will call a timeout. It's a 30-second timeout. We're going to keep it right here at the America First Event Center on the campus of Southern Utah University. The Grand Canyon Red Devils trying to do what Parowan did last year as the 8th seed and knock off the #1 ranked team. Parowan, of course, went on to win a state championship. Grand leading by 3 here with 37 seconds left. What surprises me right now is that Glazier's not on the floor. He's been the 3-point threat this game for Kanab, especially in the second half.
Does he hit 3 or 4?
He's hit 3. He's still out of the game. They're leaving him out of the game. A little surprised that down 3 that you don't bring him in right here for another shooter.
Yeah, I mean, he's been a confident shooter, and right now you're thinking if you're Grand, I mean, it would be the 2nd game if they pull this out where the lower seed is 1. And so being a favorite maybe it's not a good idea in this tournament right now. But plenty of time right now with timeouts, shorten this game down. You don't necessarily need a 3, Robert, do you think? I mean,
you don't need it, no. But it'll be Glover, Castano, Baird, Brown, and Mortensen on the floor for Kanab. They have it on the baseline.
You still got 4 3-point shooters on the floor right now.
For the Red Devils, it'll be York, Tony, Dowd, McKinney, and Bisco coming out of the Honey's Marketplace timeout. 3-point grand lead. Brown to inbound. Go right corner to Baird. Lobs out for Morenson, and Morenson tapped it and is able to grab it.
He went out of bounds.
But did he reset? They're going to blow the whistle, and now they're going to talk about it.
I think this is going to be Grand's ball.
Yeah, Morenson kind of flew out of bounds, able to tip it. I'm not sure why Bisco didn't just go get the ball, but
yeah, but he came back. He allowed
Morenson to come back in and get it.
Ball.
There's 1 second between shot clock and game clock, and they're going to keep it with Kanab. This is the second time this game where there's been a whistle with nothing called, and they keep it with the team that had the ball.
Yeah.
Both of them actually where Kanab had the ball.
I think Coach Bird wants an explanation.
And he deserves one.
Do we have a replay on that, Nate, by chance? Let's see if we can see this here, Robert, on Centricom right here.
You hear of the inadvertent whistles in football.
Yeah.
You don't usually hear of them very often in basketball, but we've had two in this game.
2 in one game.
So, Cowboy basketball. Mortensen to inbound on the far sideline. Cowboys trail by 3. They run it up top to Baird. He goes to Brown. Underneath to Mortensen on the backdoor cut. Didn't make a catch. Threw it up anyways. Misses the layup. Rebound to McKinney. And he's fouled by Mortensen, and Mortensen is fouled out with 25 seconds to go in the game for the Cowboys.
Just watch that replay on that inadvertent whistle. And Mortensen tipped it and came in and got it himself. And I think that should have been Grant's ball, but
Trajan Glazier checks in for the Cowboys.
Well, he's going to get 2 shots here to make it a 2-possession game. He's been pretty good at the foul line, and McKinney is 72% foul shooter.
He's 5 for 7 today. Misses the first one.
He knew that when he released it.
Yep.
It's a big shot because if he doesn't hit this, Kanab can tie it with a shot.
Second free throw, good. McKinney makes 1 of 2.
It's a big shot.
He has 21 to lead all scorers, does McKinney.
You got Glazier in the corner.
Right wing is Glover. He'll step into a 3, off the dribble, no good. Baird the rebound, to the right wing to Brown. Brown will set for 3, off the rim, no good. Brown the rebound, out to Glover, down to 8 seconds for 3, nails it! A Lumber plus 3-pointer for Cale Glover, and that makes it a 1-point game with 6.5 seconds left as Glover with his second Lumber plus 3-pointer of the game.
And they got 3 looks at it, but credit Kanab hanging in there, getting the offensive boards, and Glover a big shot.
58-57 your score. Grand with the lead and the ball. 6.5 seconds to go in the game. A Honey's Marketplace timeout called by Coach Glazier. That is his final timeout of the game. Red Devils still have 3 timeouts. Coach Glazier has used his last Honey's Marketplace timeout, featuring specialty items like gourmet burgers, crab salad, smoked ribs, fresh cut fruit, and bakery bread made from scratch every day at Honey's Marketplace in Kanab.
And Robert, if you look at that, both McKinney and Tony are 72%. So I think Coach Glazier is going to say, let's try to keep it out of Tony or McKinney's hands right now.
Everyone's shooting today, though. Bisco's 4 for 4 today.
Yes.
Tony is 4 for 4. McKinney's actually has one of the lower ones on the day. Trace York off the bench has been huge. He's 6 for 8. Inbounding will be Bisco. Just a baseball pass down the floor, and Dowd makes the catch and will get the foul on Baird. So Maddox Baird will pick up his 5th. He'll foul out with 6 seconds left.
Bring Dowd to the foul line. That's a pretty gutsy play, because if that ball sails out of bounds, it's back down here on the baseline with 6 seconds for Kanab.
They'll bring Brogan Verosco into the game for the first time today for Kanab. He'll come in for Maddox Baird. That gives him another shooter on the floor.
Yeah, right now for Kanab, really, you got they got Brosco, right? So
yep. It'll be down at the free throw line where he's 2 for 2 today from the Glaziers Family Market charity stripe. Misses the first one.
That's big, because now if you're Kanab, you can go right to the rim.
One more free throw coming. Second one for Dowd. Off the rim, no good. Again, no timeouts for Kanab. Down the floor to Brown. 3 seconds. Puts up a running 3. Misses it, but good. It's on rebound. And Kyle Brown with the tip in at the horn. And Kanab survives. Brown puts up a running three off the glass, follows it, tips it in, and the Cowboys win it 59-58. They'll move on to the semifinals.
Well, what a finish that time. I'm thinking Kyle shot it too early, right?
Yep.
Well, he was just setting himself up. But off the rim, able to put that back in. And obviously in the college game, they'd go, look at this. But we're watching this right now. Here's the replay, Robert. Can you pick it up with Brown? He shoots it with 2.2. No,
he got it off.
He got it off with 0.3. Yeah. You can see it out of his hands. I can see 0.3 on the clock. That's a great finish for Kanab. I'll tell you, a lot of people probably in Kanab right now commit speeding violations or small little crimes right now, because what a finish.
What a finish. 59-58 your final.